Let me ask you this: like, so Q, are you just like completely out of conspiracy theories? Like, they don't interest you?
I can tell you a story that answers that question.
Okay.
There's a podcast that I recently, or not recently, but got into at one point when like you were really talking about podcasts that you like, and there was this podcast called Red Web, which is just podcasts that talk about conspiracy theories, internet conspiracy, stuff like that. And I went up to you and I was like, hey, I got this new podcast that I really like. It's about conspiracy theories. And you immediately blew me off. You're like you were so adamant. You were like, oh, dude, talk to Matt. I don't like conspiracy theories. Just go talk to him.
There's only one conspiracy theory I enjoy at all.
What?
It's Joe Exotic.
Whether
Tiger King?
Yeah, Tiger King.
So
what was her name that she possibly killed? Wasn't she?
Yes. No. He had planned
to have her
conspiracy
killed.
to murder.
Okay, maybe that's it.
But there is thought that she killed her husband.
Yes, that's maybe that's what. Yeah.
Well, man, that's all in the show. Ain't it? Like he says that repeatedly.
But like I feel like he's been set up. I feel like he should be free.
Really?
I really do. And
because her life's normal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not normal.
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
Yeah, Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
That's the name.
Yeah. And everybody in the world those who are listening just thought of the song as soon as
it was
the remix.
It was Joe. That Tiger King coming on was the greatest thing that happened in COVID.
I've never seen.
I've never seen Tiger King either at all.
Yeah.
I watched about 2 episodes. I think I got 2 episodes in. That's about all I could handle.
I mean,
let me tell you, it was so amazing. It was like if you went and watched the most stereotypical thing you ever thought, like out in the boondocks of backwoods, wherever. But it was real.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I mean, the things that were happening was amazing.
Kind of like Swamp People, like the show.
Yeah, but more.
What I mean is like you hear about people who are deep Louisiana, and you're like, those people don't exist, and then they do a show like they do exist.
Yeah, and
like
look,
there's people like Mauled Arms, wasn't there?
Dude,
like, that works for him.
Listen,
and like
there's a lady who gets her arm bit off by a tiger, and then she's like, "Yeah, I couldn't go back to work for 2 weeks." And one guy that works there has no legs.
Because they all got bitten off?
I don't know. He just walks around with no legs. Like he walks around with these like prosthetic legs and works in a tiger farm. And Joe Exotic.
What a sentence. He just walks around with no legs.
That is incredible.
Listen, Joe Exotic, sorry, he is, I mean, I don't know. The grit that dude has to accomplish all the things he accomplished.
What did he accomplish? I know nothing.
I don't either.
Remember when he started a tiger farm?
How'd that work out for him?
The people would come from all over the country.
Packed out.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about just any, like, because here's what I'm thinking as soon as you say that. Like, we can go for the Tigers for tomorrow.
No.
Like this, this is way bigger.
This is
way bigger. Okay. And he like.
Just tigers or their lions too?
I don't know. I think it's just tigers, but then he would sell tigers, make money off that. He married
$multi-million business.
He married multiple men, which I mean, whatever. I mean, that's my forte there. But talked like younger guys, much younger than him, to marry him. All right. Did music videos. Ran for governor.
I forget what.
I think ran for governor. No, but like it's legit push. Was a country like a country hit. A country music hit.
I forgot about all.
I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah. Where did this happen at?
Yeah. Where is he from?
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah,
okay.
Texas.
I knew it had to be somewhere semi-close.
I was thinking he was like Oklahoma, like it was in the middle of the country. Like
I think it's
like
Texas.
Oklahoma, like out in the middle of nowhere.
Let's see.
Oh, we're looking it up. Okay. While Q was looking at it,
wrong.
I looked up the Zodiac Killer, and the guy that they say they have identified him as is Gary F. Post.
No, this was a different guy. No, it was.
Well, Fox News disagrees. It says that is the Zodiac Killer. Gary Francis? Gary Francis post.
Hold on, let me look this up. Let me find the specific.
What about you, Todd? Are you like completely out on conspiracy theories?
I don't just no.
There's not any that you don't wonder what's at Area 51. I know we talked about that last week.
Yeah, I was about to say that would probably be the only one I could really think of right now.
What do you think's at Area 51? You think there's? I know we talked about this a little bit last week, but do you think there's an alien there?
I think it's possible.
No. I know it's like. What do you think there's an alien there?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Dude, are you familiar with...
because if I say, yeah, the people are like, this guy is a moron. He is a
what about Bigfoot? You good? You think Bigfoot?
There's no Bigfoot.
Oh,
no.
God. I think they're... I know that I know Bigfoot don't exist, but man, there's still hope in the bottom of my heart.
There is.
Yeah. Hey, can I say a couple things really interesting? Number one, it wasn't Oklahoma. I think you're right, but the reason I thought about Texas is because do you know how many tigers are in Texas?
I'm assuming a bunch.
Over 2,000 tigers in Texas.
Holy moly!
And probably Joe sold half of those to Texas. Probably.
I know that. I don't know enough to know a whole lot about it, but the tiger market is extremely regulated, and most states outlaw them. So,
here's my thing. Like
Texas is Wild West.
Listen,
I got it.
Here's my thing: is I think that should be common knowledge, and it should also be part of our plan. Like, so we've been invaded. Well, let's get the 2,000 tigers and release them.
Well, I can tell you too. Like, if anybody ever invaded the United States, I doubt they would start in Texas.
Yeah, but I think we should have them
unleash them throughout the country
on the front lines. Like, they're coming in,
drop them in, right on top of people.
Yeah, 2,000 tigers. 2,000 tigers.
Airborne. You know what? I watched Band of Brothers. I just started that movie. It's awesome, by the way. Could drop them in, Airborne Rangers. Drop them in just parachute them in and let them run wild.
Nobody would see that coming. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. And here's what I'm wondering. This whole theory is like, I mean, if you know the difference between a black bear and a grizzly bear, it's like daylight and dark. Like grizzly bear wants you to die. It wants to eat you.
It's bigger.
Like not necessarily wants to eat you, but will neutralize the target. I mean,
you're really generalizing grizzly bears. I mean, I feel like there's some grizzly bears out there who
I'm being judgy,
who don't feel that way. That you're like looping them in with.
Well, here's my point. Like, if we wanted to do that with grizzly bears, I don't think it would be possible because they're just so ferocious. Do you think that tigers are trainable enough to we could strap a parachute to them and throw them out of an airplane without them destroying the person trying to strap a parachute to them?
Not if the person's Joe Exotic. And the other thing that I got from
you sedate them.
Okay.
That's
how do you when you drop them on the front lines though? How do you keep them? How do you get them to maul?
You just give them a quick slap on the buttocks as they go out the plane.
You have somebody riding on the back.
I think the drop would be enough. You know what I mean?
All right, so the few people who watched the episode last week were like, man, this is asinine. How could it get any more asinine?
And here we are.
What's up? Did you enjoy that clip? We hope you did. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, watch the full episode, and tell your friends about the Curiosity Experiment. Also, if you have any suggestions or topics you'd like for us to talk about, make sure to send us an email at the screen at the end. Thank you.